In my prior resources, we discussed basic criteria of the candlestick signals. The 360 includes strict criteria for the candlestick signal. And all these ideas are good for all markets, futures, stocks, equities. Okay, candles as potential support or resistance. Using candles as support or resistance. Okay, some candles can be and some of price confirmation of a candlestick signal. Okay, this is something I've been asked about a lot. We've been talking about confirmation in my prior education about candles confirming Western signals, but how do you confirm a candle signal on the next session's price to increase the probability of the trade working out? So we're going to be looking at that. Again, this is a broad overview of what we're going to be doing for the candlestick signals. And once again, something requested a lot, detailed psychology behind each pattern. To truly understand the candle pattern, we have to understand the psychology behind what forms the shape of that candlestick line. Momentum trading. How many trade with momentum? And by momentum meaning buying on strength and selling on weakness. How many trade with momentum here? And that's a great way to trade. The advantage of momentum trading is you're going with a trend. So I'm going to show you how you use candles, although the reversal signals, how to use that for momentum trading. How many trade Forex here? Okay, we're going to be looking at using the candlestick signals both in Forex and non-Forex. Okay, some of you might have my Forex DVD workshop already where I've done that, but we're going to be going to the next level as far as analyzing the candlestick signals in this seminar. And then Nissen Insights shows some of the ways the candle signals are misused. I'll show you some of the ways that things to look for to increase the probability of the trade work, more money in your pocket. Essentially, just insights to help increase your success with that particular pattern. We're going to use the 360 analysis. We'll start with the doji. Now we're going to talk about the bullish dual candlestick lines and getting back to the idea of the signals being grouped together logically. So what I've come up with is what I call candle progression. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this black real body, the market's in the downtrend, and the real body move into the black real body. Okay, so we're going to have this, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. And these are all individual patterns. And what we're going to do is analyze each of these patterns in sequence. So the sequence, the way I made it logical is we have a black real body and how deeply the white real body gets into the black real body. Make sense? Right? And ultimately, actually, the white real body separates from the black real body. And essentially, if you just want to down and dirty, the more the white candle gets into the black real body, the more positive the signal. But it's not as easy as that. So we're going to first start with where the white candle gaps down on the opening and then closes unchanged from the prior close. That's a bullish counterattack. The basic criteria is the market is in a downtrend, but trend is not. Some of the candle signals, let me flip back here. Okay. Now notice that there's a red down pointing arrow here. Okay, that means this particular pattern has to be in a downtrend. This particular pattern has to be in a downtrend. Can't have this in Forex because we have gaps. You can have this in intraday from the close of one session to the opening of the next session, because you can have gaps intraday from one session to the other, but within the day it's rare to have this on intraday. The higher the market gaps, and again, this makes, if you think about it, makes sense. The higher the market gaps higher on the opening, and if it stays up there, the better the signal. Now we start moving into risk-reward when we start getting patterns like this. Because what's happening is a lot of times when you get this pattern, a lot of the move may have been completed already. You may be near a resistance area. And this is the downside to initially what look like positive candlestick signals, but by the time you get them, it's a poor risk-reward. And this is what some other analysts don't talk about when they talk about candles. And we're going to look at some examples. If the opening of the white candle is the same as the prior opening, it's a bull separating line. We're going to look at that in a minute. So in other words, if the opening here is the same as the opening here, and this white candle keeps on going higher, it's a bull separating line. We're going to look at that as we progress next. Here we have a pattern, and the trend is not that important with this particular pattern. And we have two of these. And the first one on your left worked out really well, right? The market rallied after. The second one didn't. It doesn't matter if the first one worked out well. If you did the trade, it's a poor trade. Because when you got that bull sesh pattern, why do you think I drew those red horizontal lines? It's a resistance area, right? We have no idea if the market's going to break support or resistance. But those are both poor trade candidates.